Todd Bowles clears the air on Shilo Sanders' future as Buccaneers rookie wins over fans with class and hustle. In the ever-evolving landscape of NFL training camps, where reputations can be made or broken in a matter of weeks, Shilo Sanders is steadily building a name for himself, both on and off the field. Despite going undrafted, the former Colorado safety has not only impressed Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles with his intelligence and work ethic, but has also captured the admiration of fans with his humility and dedication. Now, Bowles has finally broken his silence on where Shilo Sanders stands as the preseason heats up, and the message is clear. He's got a real shot. From undrafted to unshaken, the Shilo Sanders journey. Shilo Sanders, the son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, entered the 2025 NFL Draft with modest expectations compared to his younger brother Shedeur, whom many believed would be a first-round pick. Yet as the draft dragged on and the hours of Twitch live streams rolled by, Shedeur eventually heard his name called by the Cleveland Browns, albeit far later than projected. Shilo, on the other hand, never got the call. But while the draft ended in disappointment, the story didn't end there. Determined to chart his own path, Shilo signed with renowned NFL agent Drew Rosenhaus and quickly landed a tryout with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. According to Shilo, his father had acted as his agent at first, but that strategy wasn't getting results. "Dad was our agent, but that hasn't been working out too good," Shilo said during a candid live stream. "So today I had to sign with an agent." That decision appears to have paid off almost immediately. Todd Bowles breaks silence. He's got a chance to make it. NFL insider Greg Auman gave fans the update they'd been clamoring for. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, Auman wrote, "You guys ask about Shilo Sanders a lot, so this is what Todd Bowles said today when asked about his progress." Bowles' response was refreshingly honest and positive. "He's coming along. He's getting the scheme down. He's made plays like everybody else back there. There are a few tests that come up during the preseason. Tuesday night was one, and the other 3 preseason games and practices will be others. He's got a chance to make it." These words from Bowles, a typically reserved and no-nonsense coach, have added new fire to the campaign for Shilo Sanders to earn a roster spot. In a defensive backfield ravaged by injuries and filled with competition, every opportunity counts, and Shilo seems to be maximizing his. Rookie minicamp, a glimpse of what's to come. Even before Bowles' recent praise, signs were already pointing toward Shilo's upward trajectory. On day 1 of rookie minicamp, he stood out, not for flashy plays, but for his voice, preparation, and mental sharpness. Like the rest of the safeties, he's very intelligent, he's very loud. You can hear him today making calls and everything, so he has a good grasp of things day 1. Bowles said back then, "There were about 3 or 4 of them that did. He was one of them, but you have to make plays in pads. That's what it comes down to, knowing what to do and then doing it consistently and constantly getting better every day." What Bowles highlights here isn't just athleticism. It's leadership, presence, and football IQ. These are the traits that separate ordinary rookies from those who find longevity in the league. And perhaps that's no surprise. Shilo Sanders played under one of the most vocal, driven, and strategically sound coaches in college football. His own father, Deion Sanders. The family ties that shape a player. Shilo's football pedigree is undeniable. He began his college career at South Carolina in 2019 before transferring to Jackson State in 2021 to join his father and younger brother. In 2023, the Sanders family made headlines again when they all transitioned to Colorado, bringing new energy and national attention to the Buffaloes program. During his 2024 season at Colorado, Shilo logged 67 tackles, a sack, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 pass breakups. While not the flashiest stats, they represent a consistent, heads-up defensive back who understood his role and executed it with precision. That same no-nonsense, team-first mentality is now turning heads in Tampa Bay. Winning the crowd, Shilo's off-field victory. While NFL coaches pore over game film and analyze player metrics, there's another kind of evaluation that plays out far from the practice field, among the fans. And here, Shilo Sanders is already a standout. Despite the blistering Florida heat, Shilo has been regularly spotted staying long after practice sessions to sign autographs and take pictures with fans. In one viral clip, he spends nearly an hour post-practice interacting with fans, smiling, laughing, and thanking them for their support. Such humility and accessibility are rare in an NFL culture often dominated by egos and entitlement. But for Shilo, it appears to come naturally. Whether he makes the final roster or not, Shilo's already won over the fan base, wrote one Buccaneers blogger. That kind of character is contagious in the locker room. Indeed, for a player whose journey started without the fanfare of a draft pick and whose every step has been under the microscope of comparison to his father and brother, Shilo's focus has remained laser-sharp. Earn respect, earn his place, and let his actions speak louder than words. Coach Prime's presence. A father watching his son evolve. In a particularly touching moment earlier this offseason, Deion Sanders paid a visit to the Buccaneers training camp, not as Coach Prime, but as a dad. Watching from the sidelines as Shilo went through drills, Deion was also spotted chatting with Todd Bowles. When asked about the interaction, Bowles downplayed the moment with grace. "It's a normal day for me. As far as I'm concerned, it's a father coming to see his son, like all of us would be doing." For all the headlines Deion Sanders generates as a college football coach and former NFL great, moments like these remind us that behind every rising player is often a family who helped shape the journey. The road ahead. Can Shilo crack the 53-man roster? Now comes the hard part. As the Buccaneers prepare for 3 more preseason games and an intense round of joint practices, roster decisions loom large. Shilo Sanders, despite his recent progress and positive reviews, is still very much in the fight for a coveted 53-man roster spot. With injuries plaguing the Bucs secondary and the need for versatile safeties who can also contribute on special teams, the window of opportunity is wide open for Shilo. Every snap, every rep, and every preseason outing will be another data point in his case. Yet, unlike many fringe players, Shilo has something more than just tape on his side. He has heart, he has character, and he has a growing fan base cheering him on every step of the way. Final word. Shilo Sanders isn't just Deion's son. He's earning his own name. NFL training camps are filled with players who flash momentarily, only to fade into anonymity. But every now and then, one comes along whose journey resonates deeper, who plays not just for a job, but with a sense of purpose. Shilo Sanders may have entered the NFL as an undrafted underdog, but the way he's going, he could leave Tampa Bay as something much more. A fan favorite, a locker room asset, and perhaps a starting safety with a storybook rise. And if Todd Bowles' recent words are any indication, the dream isn't just alive. It's very much within reach. Dillon Gabriel shows true character as Browns release candid Joe Flacco conversation. In the chaotic crucible of an NFL training camp, where pressure mounts and expectations soar, it's not always the strongest arm or the flashiest play that wins over a locker room. Sometimes it's character. Sometimes it's the subtle things. Affirmations in the huddle, handshakes after reps, laughter on the sideline, that reveal a player's true worth. For Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Dillon Gabriel, that truth is becoming undeniable. From the moment the Browns released mic'd-up footage of Gabriel during training camp, fans got more than just a glimpse into his throwing mechanics. They witnessed a leader in the making. One not barking orders, but inspiring belief. One not demanding respect, but earning it. One who may be vying for a quarterback spot behind seasoned pros like Joe Flacco and Shedeur Sanders, but is doing it his own way, through rhythm, relationships, and relentless readiness. Mic'd-up magic, Gabriel's true leadership style emerges. In a league often obsessed with arm talent and highlight reels, Dillon Gabriel is showing why personality, presence, and poise still matter. From his very first moments caught on mic, Gabriel radiated positivity. "Dan, you look amazing today. This the fit I like," he said to teammate DeJuan Jones with a grin. The kind of light-hearted locker room moment that sets the tone for camaraderie. Then came the rally cries. "Let's go, man. Let's go, Bab. Go, bro." His voice rang with encouragement, not ego. It wasn't about asserting dominance, it was about building trust. Even when the reps grew more intense, Gabriel's tone remained steady. During a red zone drive, his repeated chants of "first down now, first down, start the drive, start it off right, let's go," reflected a quarterback setting the emotional tempo of the offense. When a clean-out route connected, he acknowledged the effort with "good out, dude, out." Praise, precision, progress. The message was clear. This is a quarterback who understands the power of communication. Every watch out at the line, every cadence adjustment, every post-snap nod. Gabriel isn't just running plays. He's orchestrating moments. Chemistry over competition. Joe Flacco and Gabriel's sideline bond. While the battle for depth chart supremacy continues, the most unexpected and perhaps most telling moment of Gabriel's early Browns journey came not on the field, but on the sideline. During Day 6 of training camp, a candid exchange between the 24-year-old Gabriel and 40-year-old Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco showcased more than just mutual admiration. It showed belonging. Flacco, eyes glued to the field as the Browns punters unleashed monster kicks, couldn't contain his awe. "These punters are unbelievable, bro," he said, shaking his head. Gabriel laughed, tracking the trajectory of the ball as Flacco continued. "Put the ball like 85 yards. That's not even real though. Like, who's doing that?" This wasn't a mentor preaching to a rookie. This was peer-to-peer respect. Gabriel was no longer the new kid on the block. He was part of the conversation. Flacco went on, reflecting on how much the game has evolved. "Think about the kickers back in the day to now. Look at that ball right there." Another booming punt flew overhead. Gabriel nodded, smiling, absorbing it all as Flacco quipped, "That's better than a joke." He just stood there kicking almost 80 yards. No playbook, no film session, no chalkboard. Just two quarterbacks marveling at the game together. And in that moment, Gabriel wasn't being evaluated. He was being welcomed. Quiet confidence in a loud room. In a quarterback room that includes Shedeur Sanders, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, currently sidelined, and veteran intrigue swirling around Deshaun Watson's uncertain future, Dillon Gabriel faces a fierce uphill climb. But while others may clamor for the spotlight, Gabriel has chosen a different path. It's the quiet consistency that resonates with teammates. The way he shakes hands with Jerry Jeudy after a rep. The way he doesn't celebrate wildly after completions but nods, reloads, and gets ready for the next. The way he carries himself, not like someone trying to be the guy, but someone doing everything he can to become one. Head coach Kevin Stefanski may not have declared a starter yet, but insiders are watching closely. Gabriel's energy is contagious, one team source noted. He's never rattled, always locked in, and people gravitate toward him. That's rare in a rookie. Playing the long game, trust over hype. Gabriel isn't trying to outthrow Flacco or outshine Shedeur. He's trying to outlast. In a system where trust is built through repetition and rhythm, he's laying bricks. During one practice sequence, he broke from the huddle and calmly said, "Fundamental, let's go. 3. I got you." It wasn't dramatic. It was deliberate, and it mattered. Quarterbacks coach Alex Van Pelt has often said he values players who elevate everyone around them. Gabriel seems to live by that motto. He doesn't need to be the loudest guy in the room. His consistency is the message. A rookie's rise in real time. Gabriel's road to the NFL wasn't paved with first-round hype. A product of Oklahoma and UCF, he entered the draft as an efficient, experienced quarterback who excelled in tempo offenses. Some questioned whether his skills would translate to a pro-style system. Others doubted if he had the tools to compete with stronger-armed prospects. But what scouts may have underestimated was Gabriel's football IQ, and more importantly, his emotional intelligence. The NFL is full of talent. What separates players over time is how they handle adversity, how they build trust, how they respond when the mix off and the lights are dim. If this camp is any indication, Dillon Gabriel is answering all those questions without even trying to. Leadership beyond the line. It's easy to judge a quarterback by his completions and interceptions. What's harder to quantify but equally essential is how his teammates respond to him. Gabriel's affirmation-first approach, "Let's go, I got you, good out," has cultivated a small but powerful energy shift in the Browns' offense. His impact is felt in the breaks between drills, in the way special teams players slap him on the shoulder pad, in how linemen lean into him in the huddle. He's not just another rookie, he's a connector. And in today's NFL, where locker rooms thrive on culture as much as scheme, that's a skill set you can't teach. A culture shift the Browns need. For a franchise often plagued by inconsistency at quarterback and off-field drama, Dillon Gabriel may be exactly what Cleveland needs, even if not right away as a starter. He embodies maturity. He builds rapport. He respects the game. In many ways, he reflects a culture Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry have been trying to foster. Accountability, humility, growth. The Browns don't just need talent, they need glue guys, people who bring the room together. Gabriel is already showing that he can be that. What the future holds. Making the 53-man roster. As final roster cuts approach, the quarterback room is still crowded. Flacco brings experience. Shedeur brings youth and pedigree. Pickett, if healthy, brings competition. Gabriel, he brings all the intangibles that teams only discover once training camp is underway. Whether he cracks the final 53 or is stashed on the practice squad, one thing is certain: Dillon Gabriel isn't just a camp body. He's a long-term asset. And if the first 6 days of training camp are any indication, he's only just begun to show what he's capable of. Final thoughts. Character is the ultimate X factor. In an NFL world increasingly dominated by analytics, Gabriel is a reminder that heart still matters, that leadership still counts, that character can still be the difference. He may not be on the Madden cover. He may not have the viral highlight reel, but he has something that often takes years for young quarterbacks to develop: respect. And sometimes that's all it takes to change a franchise.